There are going to be a few things that I want you to think about when you fall and when you're ready to lift this motorcycle. There is actually a little bit of a technique to how you fall or you drop the motorcycle. You want to protect this leg as much as possible. If you don't think that you can save the motorcycle and it's going to go over, do your best to step out and wide. This other foot can hang out on the peg. The bike just falls in between your legs. What you don't want is to be underneath it. Of course, being able to plant your foot like this is assuming that the motorcycle was basically at a stop before it fell over. At times, this is still going to have some momentum, which means that you're still going to have some momentum when you need to put a foot out because it's going over. The whole idea, again, is to make sure you're not putting your foot underneath the bike. You want to get it out. That also means that you're going to probably have to scrape some speed. Coming off the bike can be a little bit tricky. You might hang your feet up on the gas tank or on the handlebar. You might tumble a little bit. Just try not to put your hands out. That takes a lot of mental focus because it's such an automatic response. It's better to tumble and protect those wrists. After you fall, check in with yourself. Make sure that you got all your fingers and your toes. You haven't rattled your noggin. Once you've checked in with yourself and you're all good there, come and turn the motorcycle off. It's best to do it right here at the key if you can. Most modern motorcycles are going to turn themselves off when they have fallen over, but sometimes they don't. Just get the thing turned all the way off. It doesn't hurt to take a minute and look over the motorcycle, make sure that nothing's broken, that it's not spewing anything. You want to make sure that you can get out of there and that there isn't any critical damage. A few things that you can do to get ready to lift this bike and make it easier on yourself is you can put the kickstand out. However, I happen to have fallen on the kickstand side, so I won't be able to use it here, but if I'd fallen the other direction, I can most certainly use the kickstand to help catch the bike once it's up. When it comes to lifting the motorcycle and using that kickstand, you can't always trust where it's going to land. It's still better to let the bike kind of lean into you instead of just pushing it all the way over. If that happened to be a deeper hole, that bike's just going to fall. And if it has the kickstand down, it actually makes it so much harder to lift it up if that kickstand is dug in the ground. Another thing that you can do to make lifting this bike easier is if you had a bunch of luggage on the back, that's additional weight that you now have to lift. Get rid of it if you can. Sometimes even if you just have a top bag, that makes it hard to reach over and grab a good spot on the bike. So just get rid of it. Go ahead and check this rear wheel. See if the transmission is in play, acting as that additional brake. That's going to keep the bike from rolling away from you when you go to lift it. If the rear wheel is going to be spinning freely, say it's in neutral, and there's no way for me to get it into a gear so that it acts as that brake, I want to then engage the front brake. I can use a strap, engage that brake so that this doesn't move. Either way, I just want one or both wheels to hold me in place so this thing doesn't roll away from me. Another thing that you're going to want to do before you go lifting the bike is check the terrain. See where your exit's going to be. If there's any rock that you need to move out of the way. If you need to spin this bike around and go the opposite direction, do it before you pick it up. The easiest way to spin the bike is from the rear. You have the most amount of leverage here, but you want to be spinning it from the seat side. You don't want to try to be pushing it this way because the tire is just going to grab the earth and it's going to stop you relatively quickly. Grab a hold of it and do little spins. Sometimes when you're spinning this, things will start to dig in like the peg or a handlebar. Sometimes the kickstand or the center stand will dig in as well. Stop and check on those things and make sure you don't put yourself in a worse predicament. After going through my entire checklist, making sure that I'm good, the motorcycle is off, that I've put the kickstand out if it's available to me, removed any additional weight, and then of course checked the terrain and cleared it if I need to. Now I'm ready to lift this motorcycle.